Is it
Malakinetics.
create banner? M-A-L-A-K-I-N-E
L-A-K-I-N-E T-I-C-S.
T-I-C-S I-G. Round Up family. Good evening, Round Up family. Great evening. This is Chris Haskins, your boy. You know, I'm out here in Los Angeles. I got an opportunity to meet my fam, Malachi Simmons.
Well, we've already known each other, but we got to see each other.
Just Round Up family, what's good? I just wanted to bring you very quickly, not only my family, but what we were talking about today, which Malachi can elaborate on a little bit. I know
We'll see. Let's find out.
you've been doing this forever, but Malachi, the man Casey, what is his name? Casey, he was talking about your passion has to meet intent, Malachi. Your passion for video creation has to merge with your intent. What do you think about that, my friend?
Well, I think, the key to success with most things is your passion, right? And by passion meeting your intent are your actions and what you're doing aligning with what you're passionate about, or what you're passionate about, is that aligning with your goals and objectives?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be passionate about a lot of things and think about what you want to do. And next thing you know, 5 years, 7 years can go by, right?
It goes by quick too, bro.
And real quick. But then if your objectives are what was the quote?
Passion has to be in line with your intent. What is your intent for creating this content?
If your intent is in line with your passion.
Don't listen.
Okay, no dead air. If your intent is aligned with your passion, then you're making those necessary steps to reach your goals.
Whatever the goal may be.
Whatever that may be. You know what I mean? Maybe it's lose weight. Maybe you want to get 10,000 steps a day. Maybe you want to drink a gallon of water a day. You know what I mean? It could be little things, but I'm all about the small victories, because the small victories lead to greater achievement. It's like you have to claim your success wherever you can get it. But basically,
cool.
As my father would say, it's not in the say, it's in the do.
Not in the say, in the do.
It's just about, I don't know. I think I might be rambling and getting
No, you good.
Okay.
All right. I want to round up family. I want to introduce you to my cousin Malachi. We first met when we went to Hampton University, and I'm hanging out with him, and we're getting ready to. I don't know if he's gonna take me to Sunset Boulevard or not. But
I'll take him wherever you need to go.
I don't know. But it's ironic. I'm here with a YouTube thing. Malachi is already in the film industry. Give us a little background. Give me because I don't even know. Give me a 40,000 foot view of what's been going on for the last 20 years, man.
The last 12. Well, I mean, I guess for your viewers to understand, I've been working in the film industry since I was about 5 years old. My father is a cinematographer, or a director of photography, named John Simmons, and he's in the ASC, so he's John Simmons ASC, and he's a 2-time Emmy Award-winning cinematographer.
Wow,
but that's
crazy.
That's happened in the last, I guess the last 3 years he's won these 2 Emmys.
Okay.
So going back to your previous statement of your passion aligning with your goals and objectives, or your intent, excuse me. He had been a cinematographer for 40 years, and or over 40 years. And it wasn't until like these last couple of years where he was getting like the acclaim and recognition and awards,
Wow.
So it's like, sometimes you just have to have that self-drive, self-focus, and rely on your own love of whatever the craft is that you do, be it flipping houses, be it cooking food, whatever it may be. Sometimes you're not getting those, you have to pat yourself on the back, sometimes you're not getting those pats by other people. But anyway, so fast forward through high school, instead of getting an allowance, he would just give me a job on set. And I was known as the be there man. So it's like, if they needed a sound man, I was a sound man. If they needed a grip, I was a grip. If they needed somebody to drive a truck, I drove a truck. Whatever.
You're on set.
On set. This is high school now. And then go off to Hampton, studied biology, pre-med, thought I wanted to be a doctor. Came back to Cali, and this art, this craft was in my blood. You know what I mean? It was like once you get bit by your passion,
which is film,
or should we say telling a story through a visual medium. Because I'm also a photographer, where you'll see Malakinetics. Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, right down there around the family. It's right at the banner below. It's on IG.
And you can see how I see the world. And
so you came from Hampton, came back here.
Came back here, and I couldn't shake this love, this passion for the film business, right? And I was going to take like just a year off before I went to medical school.
What? And I didn't know this one.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I guess this isn't something I don't do these things often. I don't talk about myself often.
Well, I wanted to just say, but the film side, that's all. I don't want to go too deep.
Okay, so basically, just started working on a whole bunch of features. And one of my mentors was this guy named John Alonzo. And he was the guy who shot Scarface, and Chinatown, and Porgy and Bess, and the list goes on and on and on, right? So I was working with this other gaffer named Lon Thompson. I'll just shout him out. And he was like, why don't you come work with me on this film? And in the film business, it was just like, you get a call, you just say yes.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? You just, how much, what time, and where is the three questions you ask. And so I just, word, right? And so I show up, and it's John Alonzo, right? The guy who shot Scarface, dude, Chinatown, all this stuff, right? So my heart's beating. I'm like,
let's do it.
Well, am I qualified, right? Like these are like the cinematic major players, right? And he looks all the way across the set. I'm like the only black guy on there. He's Mexican. There's a bunch of other. It's a diverse set, but it's not. It's a diverse set. Let's just say it's diverse. And so he looks over at me. So, what's your name? I said Malachi. And I'm giving the long story. I'm long-winded.
You got to show. We got a few minutes. We're going to dinner. Come on.
Okay. So from then on, he just took me under his wing to understand light and shadow and composition and cinematography.
Wow.
And to add that to what my father had taught me and what his mentors had taught me. Another gentleman by the name of Carlton Moss, who did this movie called The Negro Soldier way back in the day, right?
Okay.
And so
so you kept on doing
those things. And a side hustle, I was writing for a magazine, and that kind of helped with the journalism side and expression through words, telling stories through words.
Good.
And the photography side came in because that's where you could really understand composition and what we do on the film set. Everything is pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Meaning theater evolves into television and film, right? Paintings evolved into photography.
Pictures.
Photography evolved into motion pictures, right? Yes. And so taking photographs really helps me understand what we're doing on set and trying new techniques and different things with light, playing around with light and different stuff like that.
Good light. I love the light.
And yeah, it's all about the light. And so
that leads us here now.
So that brings us to where we're here now, where you'll check out my Instagram. I've been published around the world in numerous magazines.
I love it.
Couple different books around the world, from Japan, here, Europe.
Still grinding.
Everything's a hustle, but because it's your passion, it doesn't really feel like it's a hustle, right? And if your intention what's my intention is to just to get my stories out there, my images out there.
Stories.
You know, well, I'm writing a book, but
we'll get you that one.
Yeah,
we'll get you that one.
Well, that's for another time to talk about.
Okay.
But that's
so we get
that's the 40. I'm sorry.
You're good. So we get the 40,000 foot view. I don't want to blow you up too much.
Yeah.
So this is my cousin Roundup family. I just wanted to introduce him to you. You know I love you. Being in Los Angeles, I don't know anybody out here, and nobody hit me up. Y'all didn't. Well, a few people did. They couldn't make it out here tonight. But me and Mal are going to catch some dinner. And one thing I wanted to share with you was that intent thing. But last thing I learned today was, Roundup family, I'm going to beg you, get a clear picture. The reason you didn't hear from me until 2017 is I didn't have a clear picture of what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I got my mission of raising your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship was when my entire life blew up. It was, I don't know how this works, but when you get clear with the vision, like you can see.
Could you also call, is that you're saying your intention?
My intention. So when I make, here at the YouTube, here at this YouTube thing, Roundup family, or Rounduppers, everybody's focused on making money, which is cool. You know, I mean, I want to make money, but I never made a video, not in the history of the 700 videos that I have on YouTube, that I think about making money. I had none of them. I really wanted to raise your financial literacy. I really wanted to make sure that you didn't go broke living on somebody's couch with $80 in the bank like I did after getting hundreds of thousands of dollars from a publishing deal. And I went completely broke. And I really don't want you to live like that. I don't want that to happen to you. You know, so I'm like, when my mission and ministry got clear, my YouTube channel just started to hit the millions, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Now we're close to 4 million. And I want to thank you for letting me pour into you, Roundup family. Thank you.
Word. Shout out to all you guys. Everybody out there that's listening to this dude. Look, I've known him most of my life. And he's sincere, he's humble, he's kind, and whatever he's sharing with you on these channels is coming from a positive place and a good place. I've never seen this person upset. I've never seen him mad. I've never heard him lie. You know what I mean? Except about the size of fish he caught. Maybe that. But
serpent's hard. Serpent's hard.
But, you know, I appreciate y'all for listening to my story as well. I know I was long-winded.
You good.
But
all right, let's go get some dinner.
All right, cool.
Malachi, if you want to hang, he's in LA. He lives in Los Angeles. Videographer. What are you, a videographer, photographer, author?
I'm whatever you paying me to do legally. No, I'm just kidding. I guess you could say filmmaker, photographer.
Filmmaker,
you know,
too.
That's for sure.
Nice. All right.
No doubt. That's how we started this.
Yeah, that's right. Roundup, my Rounduppers, I love you. Somebody wants to know. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard. If you want to get on the Stream Beauty Bubble, I'm using StreamYard. I'm going to have a whole, I was hanging out with ET just this past week. So I will have a whole session for you guys where I learned that with Eric Thomas, literally being with him for 2 days and hanging out with Casey Neistat and another dude. The guy has 4 million followers. I mean, he sold one of his shows to CNN for 25 million. I was able to hang out with him today. So just learning a lot outside of the real estate world. Okay, subscribe. I'll see you next time, my Rounduppers. Peace.